feel like I don't know how to do an introduction to these videos, vlogs, journal video entries. I don't even know, but needless to say, it is now Tuesday, so 4 days into the unemployment venture. I guess that's what I'll call it since I don't have anything else. For lack of a better title, the unemployment venture. Able to talk about it now without breaking down like I did in the last entry. If you missed that, go find it because it's a hot mess. A hot mess. The number one things I have been doing are taking the time I would normally get ready for work in the morning and go to the gym first thing, because it hasn't happened to me yet, but I've spoken to a lot of people who've been through this, and I can just feel that it would be really easy to slip into the idea of not having something to do in the morning and just slipping into like an abyss of, well, there's nothing I have to do, I'm just going to sleep in bed all day and not do anything, and that could lead into like a different form of depression, and I just don't want to venture down there if I can help it. So I have been choosing different classes at the gym I go to. Yesterday I did cardio sculpt class, which was really hard actually, and then today I did a cycling class, which I will not do again because those bikes really hurt your backside. Like, I walked out and my butt was hurting. I am doing my diet bet. I weighed in this morning and I have lost 4 pounds, and even though that's, a big accomplishment, I know that it's mainly coming from the fact that I've meal prepped all my food. I haven't gotten any sugary Starbucks drinks. I haven't gone to fast food restaurants. I haven't had like big holiday meals or feasts or anything. I mean, I'm sure a portion of going to the gym has helped, and getting the 10,000 steps every day has helped, but I do equate the 4-pound loss to my eating habits, which I do intend to continue. I actually meal prepped this week knowing I wasn't going to an office, but I meal prepped knowing that, hey, if I can go get some work done at a coffee shop or take a meeting, like I'm about to go into a lunch meeting, I know that I can have my lunches with me and still meal prep. Today's a little bit of a different story. I'm meeting with somebody and they're actually supplying me lunch because we're going to talk some business, and they wanted my time and they offered to buy food. So waiting outside of Panera for that. I would say, from somebody who's only been in this for 4 days, that I really can't comment on it. I'm sure people that have gone through this and have taken years to get out of it are going to look at this and go, 4 days, sweetheart, that's nothing. Keeping yourself busy, remembering the small milestones you're making in your personal life. And if I can say, the big thing that you learn is job security is never, ever, 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 ever guaranteed to anyone, even if you have the word executive in your title, even if you work in a corporate office underneath the higher ups, the highest up, your job security is not existent. You can think it's existent, but it's not. But at the same time, you slowly learn day by day that you aren't defined by your job. There are many other things in life that you do, or that you should be doing, or that you can do in your life that are so much better than getting up every day, putting on uncomfortable clothes, and sitting in an 8x10 office every day with a computer, a bunch of projects, and a phone by you every day. I have spent more time outside in 4 days in the winter than I did all last summer. And it forces me now to really reflect on my values. It makes me not sympathize, but maybe see life through other people's eyes, because obviously I can't know what they're going through unless I do go through it myself. That's actually one of the hardest parts about being an actor, is when I do something or put myself in the shoes of somebody who's going through something I never have, I have to imagine what that's like. And now I've opened the doors to what it's like to have a job one day and then unexpectedly, through no fault of your own, have nothing. Well, no job. I was going to wait to talk about this, but I'll bring it up. I have started looking at a few positions, but I am in no hurry to run off and desperately jump into employment. Anybody and everybody I've talked to has said that that is a recipe for disaster. You most likely just take the first thing that's offered to you. You don't actually think, would this make me happy? Am I fulfilled? If you have, big financial commitments that you have to do, I can see that adding more pressure to you saying yes to the next thing that comes your way. But for me, I have about 7 or 8 more weeks of severance, and I have enough in my savings account that I can go a few months with smart budgeting and planning. I mean, I'm not going to go crazy or go on a big vacation or anything, but I can live comfortably without worrying how am I going to pay these bills for a few months. And this is all because of the emergency fund. This is why all the YouTubers that do finance in the community say, have an emergency fund. You need one. You never, ever know what's going to happen. So that's my spiel on that. Let me know, you guys, down below. I want your opinion before I jump out of this. Do you want me to continue doing specifically like pre-filmed videos on various topics, or would you be okay and or interested in watching videos if I actually vlogged this chapter in my life and shared it with you guys? I know I don't have a bunch of vlogging experience. I did it during Vlogmas for the first time, all 24 days. We never missed a single day. But I thought to myself, finance and lifestyle are the biggest videos, not the biggest, they're the most anticipated videos on this channel. And I said, you know, if your community wants it, why don't you go prove to them that, you know, you can walk the walk and talk the talk, and share with them what it's like to, you know, need to save out of necessity and not just because you had excess income and just threw it into a savings account. So let me know if you would be interested and or, you know, want to see videos of this chapter. If not, there are no hard feelings. Trust me, I'm not excited for this chapter. I mean, I'm a little excited, but I'm not like, yay, I'm very proud of this. It's just going to be something that you have to get through because that's life. On the other end of life, I'm still in rehearsals for Titanic. I got a phone call from my local newspaper here called the Columbus Dispatch. They are going to do an article on me. I guess the reporter that has done a lot of the shows that I've been in, and he's critiqued a lot of them, he said, hey, I saw your name in another show. I think I'm going to come critique your show, but is it okay if I actually come and do an interview of you? And I said, okay. A radio station here in Columbus called, I believe, Valentine's Day. I'm going to do a radio interview. That one is more specifically for the show, not for me, but I'm going to ask somebody if they can like audio record the interview, and then I'm going to see if I can vlog in the radio station. But other than those two things, I've got my show. I have been lucky enough, and I don't know how this happened. The Friday that I got laid off, 2 hours after I got laid off, I got a phone call from a fellow voice teacher here in town. She's got family, and she had 4 college students that wanted audition prep. And we love college kids because they're already kind of established singers. They know if they want to study. They're there because, you know, that's going to be their profession. So they're like the cream of the crop of voice students. And my teacher friend said, hey, I can't teach these girls. I don't have the time. Can I give them your information? Do you have time in your schedule? And I read that and I said, girl, I got all sorts of time. Send them my way. So I am actually teaching every day this week, every single day this week. That's why I've made it a big priority to get up, go to the gym, run my errands, do my meetings, plan out stuff, including stuff for YouTube. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week I do stuff for YouTube. Maybe a little more once I find some employment that I like, but again, no rush on that. And then my show. And again, I teach these extra students and the few that I keep in my studio. And I was very fortunate that happened. I am getting calls from people at my old job that didn't know that I was leaving, just because they asked us to go quietly, so I did what they asked and I didn't say anything. And I got a bunch of messages from people that were still in their departments saying, you know, didn't see you in Monday's meeting, thought you may have been sick, and then, you know, didn't see 3 other people in your department and asked where you all were, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I don't know how to respond to those people. They obviously still work there. That is their choice, and that's fine. I would expect that. But I don't know. Hallmark doesn't make a sorry you got laid off card, so I don't know how you respond. You just say, like, thank you for thinking of me. Hope we can stay friends. Like, I don't know what to do in those situations. So, good times, bad times, achievements, shortcomings. I mean, 2018 is starting as an adventure, to say the least, but we're keeping in good spirits. I cannot believe I've lost 4 pounds this year. That's so I'm hoping that I survive the rest of the week with gym classes. And when it comes to the diet bet that I'm in, I'll link down in the description if you want to know about it. We're competing, and the pot is $500,000 because there's a lot of people in this bet. And the bet is to lose 4% of your body weight in 4 weeks. Me losing 4 pounds, I think I'm already at like 2.7% loss. I'm over halfway there, and we still have 3 weeks to go. Something like that. And because of the diet bet, and because I'm trying to, not get into a depressed state, I signed myself up for a class Monday through Friday, a different class, all between 8 a.m. or 9:30, because I want to get up, I want to get the day started, I don't want to fall back into the sleep till 11 o'clock or noon. And I set the goal to go to class Monday through Friday. And then I said, all right, if I can, get through class and go to each one of them, and on top of doing the class, go and walk on the treadmill for about 20 to 30 minutes. And I do, because I watch everybody on YouTube, I check my email, I listen to music, whatever I can do to get that 30 minutes of walking, and I do it. If I can get through Monday to Friday, I've scheduled a very short and sweet trip to Starbucks on Friday early afternoon. I've already looked up the drink I'm gonna get. I know what's in it. It's a healthy choice. It's 100 calories and it's delicious. Me and my girlfriends are gonna go get coffee, have like a catch-up date. We have adult coloring books, so we all can all just sit down, catch up, color, drink coffee, and that is my reward. And because it's already scheduled, I keep thinking I have to go to the gym. That is the reward. I must go. And we're 2 days in, 3 days to go. If you or anybody you know is going through this laid off situation, just tell them to focus on them. This is the time, or if it's you, focus on you. This is the time that, while it sucks for the, not having a paycheck, unless you're getting severance, this is the time you can focus on you and not have to worry about somebody else's, priorities and deadlines. You can focus on yours. And while that's not like part of the American dream, you can make it part of your, dream for right now, or part of your chapter. So what I would say is focus on you, try to see this as an experience, grow from it, learn from it, sympathize with others who, maybe work jobs maybe work jobs underneath them, because they have to pay their bills. I'm finding myself, tipping. I always tipped like 15 to 20%. Now I do a little bit more, like if I just have the cash, if I can, just because those people took time out of their day to, greet me, know my order, ask about my day, be nice and kind, and, I want to, return the favor the best that I can. This video is all over the place. I'm very sorry. Once again, let me know down below in the comments if you would be interested, and please be honest. I won't vlog this life chapter if no one wants to see it, because trust me, when it's done and this book is closed, I probably won't be opening it up very much. But let me know if you guys want to see it, and I will see you guys in the next either vlog, video, or whatever else comes out on my channel. Thank you guys so much. Keep your heads high, work hard this year, get things done, accomplish goals, and all that fun stuff. I'll talk to you later.